This is the halfway point. The pressure is rising, the competition's tighter than ever, and the fight for glory moves to motorsport's most sacred ground. Welcome to Silverstone, the birthplace of speed, the home of British motorsport, where legends are made and seconds define greatness. This is round 4 of the GT World Series powered by GRDC. We had some new faces join the paddock for round 3. Anthony Victor Cheppel in the number 91 Lexus. Mike Imardi joins BMW in car 444. Axel Benno brings another Chevrolet Corvette to the field. And Callum Scotland rounds up the newcomers in the number 71 Lexus RCF GT3. Qualifying was a flat-out duel. Interlagos is the shortest track on the calendar. Therefore, finding a space in between 37 other cars adds that extra element drivers need to think about. Newbie Anthony Victor Cheppel made himself known to the grid, taking bronze pole position, setting a 1:35.9. Your silver pole position sitter for the second time this season is Franklin Stegging, the BMW man, setting a 1:35.805. But it was Chris Tedder who took gold and overall pole position, setting a 1:35.158. Chris made the switch to the Lexus for round 3 and is starting off in the best possible fashion. Everyone's attention now turns to round 3 of the GT World Series that starts now. Tom Osborne getting a better launch and looks to have his nose ahead of Tedder, but the Lexus has got the high ground of the inside line going into T1. The Ferrari just has to tuck in behind Tedder going through the Senna S, and it now looks like the Ferrari of Osborne is now under pressure from the other Lexus of Callum Scotland. Everyone looks to be through the first set of corners cleanly, and now the Mustang of Ramsey moving out to try and slip past Fashol into T4. Can he make the move stick? Yes!
Just on board with the BMW of Fashol now, and he has the run and the inside of the Ford going into T1. Very respectful and clean from all drivers. He actually looks to have a run at the Porsche in front, but goes out wide, which allows the Mustang to come back at him on the straight. You can almost feel that V8 thumping away, almost shoving the BMW out of the way. Fantastic racing, and we're just going to see the Mustang creep alongside and take the position from the BMW.
Still on board with the BMW here, and we can see that Mustang is still on the move. Actually, it looks like all cars are on the move as we can. Osborne and Scotland still fighting it out, going around T7. But now we see the Ford Mustang of Ramsey throwing it down the inside of Fulvio Di Polito. Brilliant driving form our whole field so far. Another Ford Mustang on the move. Milan van Coppenol is looking really close to Franklin Stegging. Is he going to make a move into T1? Yes, the Mustang goes for the move, but goes deep. The BMW Stegging is looking for the switchback, but the Mustang is just able to hold on around the sweeping. Turn 3. But now the BMW is in the slipstream with the Ford punching a big hole in the air.
Let's see if that Bavarian beast has the legs on the American muscle.
But it's just not enough for Stegging to make the move into T4. A pack of mid-engine cars here. Jakub Borowick, Brandon Pfeiffer and Fulvio Di Polito all in close formation. The Lamborghini looking ready to pounce at any moment. Jasper Alabosch has made a move down the inside of the 46 BMW. Good move, clean and fair. The Manufacturers' Championship takes the top 3 scorers from each round and adds them together, so working together and finishing higher than other marks is paramount, and so is not running into a teammate. As Luca Ghibertini in the Ferrari is going down the inside of Pfeiffer into T1, but a snap of oversteers kills his momentum, and the Lamborghini goes back through into the Senna S, and now the poor Ferrari is being swallowed up by a pair of BMWs who are no slouches in a straight line.
The back end of that Ferrari just snapped in that classic mid-engine fashion. It's now a drag race down the straight, and my money is on those BMWs to power past into T4. But now it's a bit of civil war as the following BMW now throws it down the inside. Thanks for the tow, mate. I'll take it from here, he says.
Some feisty racing there from all drivers, but what do we expect? It's a sports car samba after all. Fulvio Di Polito down the inside of Raymond Hertog. The space was there and the Porsche took it.
The Mercedes was straight on the flashers there to either say, good move, mate, or some expletives. You decide.
After 75 minutes of racing, it was Chris Tedder on his debut for Lexus who took the win in commanding fashion. The Lexus driver exited T1 and never looked back. Taking the win in silver class was Dominique Guisset, starting third on the grid. The Ferrari man put a stonking race in. And it was Anthony Victor Ceppel who took home bronze class honours on his debut to the championship. Well done.
Here is the final bronze class results for round 3. Anthony Victor Ceppel, Lorenzo Gigante and Daniel Wilson making up the podium places. In silver, it was Dominique Guies, Milan van Coppenol and Franklin Steggink who took home the silverware. And finally, in gold class, it was Chris Tedder, Alasdair Ramsey and Davide Fachol standing on the podium. Here are our drivers' championship standings after 3 rounds of racing. And here are the current manufacturer's standings. All eyes now turn to round 4 of the championship set at the home of British Motorsport, Silverstone, a circuit carved into history where every corner has a story and every straight tests the limits of courage. From the sweep of Abbey to the technical challenge of the loop, Silverstone demands precision. Then comes the legendary Maggots and Beckett's fast, flowing and utterly unforgiving. Action hotspots to look out for, Village and the Loop, so easy to get wrong in GT3 cars and ruin your run onto the Wellington Straight. And another good overtaking opportunity, Brooklands and Luffield. Copse is a demanding corner in any car. Expect the start of the race to be fraught when over 30 GT3 cars fly through. The Vale and Club section of the track is another hotspot for action, with cars swinging around this tricky complex onto the Lewis Hamilton Straight. And there we have it, 45 minutes of pure sprint racing, flat out through Copse, commitment through Maggots and Beckett's and slipstream duels down the Hanger Straight. This is the halfway point. The pressure is rising, the competition's tighter than ever, and the fight for glory moves to motorsport's most sacred ground. This is round 4 of the GT World Series, powered by GRDC.